Good evening. Utah, commercial property in Utah, investing in Utah, or questions about the United States. Sometimes I have some viewers from overseas, so that's always interesting. I've had a couple. But it is New Year's Eve. I hope everyone's out there having a great day and a safe day. And it's been a tough year for 2020. I think this is one that will be glad to be done. And hopefully 2021, this time next year, I'll hold this again on New Year's Eve. And hopefully we're saying that the coronavirus is in the back window and we hardly talk about it anymore. That would be news for me. I'd like to get back to a more normal life here in Utah, actually. There are some bars open. I was hearing on the radio today with the social distancing, and they're trying their hardest to celebrate New Year's Eve, and they don't know what the turnout's going to be like. They're trying their very best to earn a living through this normally very busy time for them, New Year's Eve. And that's what I've got going over tonight. There are some things going on in Utah. I'll give you an idea what we do in Utah at New Year's Eve. Some of the things have been canceled over the last couple of weeks, but we'll talk a little bit about them also. So if you have any kind of questions, by all means, shoot them at me. Yeah, it might be a short episode tonight. I imagine a lot of people are celebrating New Year's. And I'm also probably competing with the Times Square New Year's celebration. So what happens in Utah for New Year's? A couple things go on. One is called the Last Hurrah. Used to be called First Night. It's had a couple different names. First Night, Last Hurrah. It's a gathering downtown at the Olympic Plaza in downtown Salt Lake City. It's an outdoor event. It's family oriented. It's normally free, but this year they are charging $8 per spot. They've kind of listed some spots, and then you have to pay $8. It used to be for free. So that's an event that has been going on for quite a few years, and it actually is going to go tonight. So any questions, by all means, just go ahead and shoot them in there. There's New Year's Eve with Sammy Brew and friends. So we have a little bit of a performance going on down at Kilby Court in Salt Lake City. It's open to all ages. So be interesting to see how they're going to social distance that event. I'd rather watch you than Times Square. Celebrate New Year's at home with my dog. Hey, thank you. Man's best friend, I agree 100%, and actually just right after this, we're gonna kind of head out with the dog through the neighborhood and see what's going on. He always enjoys a evening walk. It's cold out, a little bit chilly out, but we'll still head out. Yeah, and I consider that one of the greatest things. I mean, I'm totally happy going to a park and being with a dog at the same time. It's a great enjoyment. Yes. So the New Year's Eve, they also have zoo lights at Hogle Zoo. The Hogle Zoo lights up for New Year's lights. They do a great job. They do a Christmas one and New Year's one. It's a great great event to take kids and family to see something like that. The lights at Hogle Zoo, and that's in Salt Lake City. It's up on the East Bench, close to like the University of Utah area. The White Ball, which is an event that has actually been canceled, New Year's Eve White Ball event, which is they do like a buffet dinner night, music, dancing, celebration. That event has been canceled. Probably, I would assume, because of the mass gatherings. That's the thing is you can't have more than so many people in a room. And our numbers here in Utah, we just hit, I think 4,700 cases today was reported in a one-day event. that is probably one of the highest or closest to the highest days of COVID-19 that I recall. It ranks right up there. And they're saying a lot of it, they believe, is from the Christmas period. Because our numbers have been climbing all week, and they feel a lot of it's from the Christmas gathering. So, and I actually wonder myself, is it the Christmas gathering, or is it the new strain of the virus that they're finding in other states? I don't imagine it's just 2 states right now that has that new strain. I would imagine there's quite a few. Happy New Year, sir. Looking forward to being there in less than 2 months, moving all the way from Japan to Salt Lake City. Wow. Yes. Thank you. I was just saying at the beginning, sometimes we get people from other countries around the world. It's my first time having someone from Japan. So, wow, quite an honor. I guess my biggest question is, what brings you to Salt Lake City? Are you coming here to visit? Or is this a life move? Yes, interesting. Very, very interesting. I love learning other cultures, and it's the pandemic has created something that I have never seen before. I predict that more people will relocate from state to state to state. People being able to work from home now have the opportunity to live wherever they want to. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing areas like Seattle, San Francisco, LA. And I just have been emailing somebody over the last few weeks. They're in Europe, and their company has told them they can work anywhere they want to in the world, provided that they're working during their business hours, which means for me, Utah time their work schedule would be about like 1 a.m. to like 9 a.m. And they're willing to do that. And they are considering Utah and a couple other states. We've had a lot of discussions about United States in general. But recruiting duty in Sandy, U.S. Navy. Okay. So your home base is United States. Okay. Yeah. So you were probably, wow. Being a military person myself, I don't know the Navy bases as well as I do the Air Force bases. So sorry, but my cousin was in the Navy. So yeah, great. Probably your first time to Utah. Welcome to Utah. Hope you enjoy your tour here. Great opportunity. So yeah, Japan. Great place. My brother was stationed in Japan, so trying to think of the Air Force base he was. I think it was Misawa. He was stationed at. Can't think of the base. It was one of his first assignments when he went in the service was Japan. Long time ago. Yeah, great. I'm assuming. I don't know the time zones in Japan, but I'm assuming it's already 2021 there. I know Europe is already 2021, so Japan, I believe you're even further ahead of us. So I think you celebrated New Year's quite a time ago. So a couple other things that they hold here in Utah is the Masquerade Ball, and that's held at the Sheraton. That's something that is held every year there. The Black and White Ball, that's an event that's held in Park City. It has been canceled. So has the Masquerade Ball has also been canceled. A lot of these have been canceled. The Park City Black and White Masquerade is been canceled. That's a very popular event. They have DJs and perform live music and everything going on. Yes, it is. It's 12:10 on Friday morning. Yep. Yes. So we're a year apart. I guess technically we're a year apart. We're 2020, you're 2021. So we're a year apart. Out of curiosity, I would really love to know how is the COVID-19 situation in Japan? Do they have numbers declining or raising? And have they started vaccinating in that country? Sorry, afternoon. Awesome show that you do. Thank you for all the information that you put out. God bless. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. I will be releasing a new video. It's either going to be, it might be Saturday. Tomorrow is my New Year's Day celebration. There's no partying for me on New Year's Eve this year. My plan is to go skiing tomorrow. We got a little dust in the snow today, but we got about 3 or 4 inches in the mountains. So we have some fresh powder. And I'm hoping that a lot of people are getting hammered tonight and they're sleeping in tomorrow and they decide not to go skiing. And I have some nice slopes. That's my game plan. So yeah, day of skiing. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So we'll get a little bit of a tan on this face here. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, I'd love to know what like the COVID situation is in Japan there. So I don't hear much about the COVID situation in that part of the world too much. You're hearing a lot about Europe right now, how England is on a big lockdown and some other places in Europe, and they're banning flights in and out of a lot of places in Europe because of this new strain that's pretty contagious, like 70% more contagious. So great. Awesome. Well, it's great to be here tonight. So it's great to have you here from Japan. So you're either were there for a 2-year tour or 3-year tour, depend if you are single or married. So any more questions for tonight? Glad to answer anything you got. That's about all I have for this evening. I thought it'd be kind of quiet tonight. We'll be in New Year's Eve. So I do have new video coming out. I'll work on that. Might not get much time tomorrow to work on it, but it'll be out either tomorrow night or possibly, or it will be for Saturday. That's for sure. But everyone has a happy new year and a great night. Stay safe out there. Take care.